Guys, I'm still editing the review, angry review for KCD2. So please enjoy this battle report that me and Jay played over Sunday with a brand new army for 40K. It's been, I don't know, 6, 7 editions coming. The Emperor's Children are finally here, so we play around with them a little bit. Check it out. Hello, everybody. Welcome. So, a brand new army has been released for Warhammer 40K. You can pre-order it now. It's the Emperor's Children. That's what they do. They're all about pleasure, pain, pleasure, and heavy metal. So I'm wearing my heavy metal shirt to go along with the Noise Marines. And there's a new Primarch coming, though I don't have the model yet.
Fulgrim.
Thanks to Fulgrim. I'm so excited to use him. This will be our introductory battle report for the Emperor's Children. I've managed to paint up a few of these new models and kits. Local painter here helped us out. And I'm combining them with my Slaanesh demons. So in the codex, I'm a little worried because I want the Chaos Demon Codex to still exist.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it will.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it will. Hopefully it will. I mean, we'll always have the index throughout 10th edition, right?
Rumors from the warp.
Rumors from the warp. But the new codex only has one of the 6 detachments where you can use the Slaanesh demons.
Yeah,
I got
crazy.
the ladies with the titties out, okay? And I got the Keeper of Secrets coming. So that's the army we're going to use. But frankly, I think for Emperor's Children, and I've read through the book several times, I think for them to work optimally, you're going to probably want Fulgrim, you're going to probably want Lucius, you're going to probably want some Rhinos.
Rhinos, definitely.
I didn't expect any of that. And in fact, I lost the ability to field a lot of my demons. So I'm a little upset at that. But I'll have a little faith in GW. Let's see their plan over the next few months for this brand new army. They're a little light on data sheets and unique units, but hopefully over time they will get more. So, who are you playing today against my brand new army?
So I have a brand new army, to me anyway. The Necrons.
Necrons,
The new
yes.
10th edition Necron.
I bought a
book here.
bunch of Necrons. OJ has been, that's usually the faction he plays. But we want to try him out, and we wanted some kind of challenge for, the perfection of Fulgrim's detachment and out, Marines here. Because Necrons, they have pretty strong shooting. They're pretty resilient. Yeah. So, as I'm trying to get to you, hopefully, your guns won't clear me before we can see what these guys do. So, let's go ahead and see what the first kind of, ever since Slaanesh has been introduced, now finally we get that 4th demon faction, named faction, Slaanesh. Emperor's Children finally gets their book. So let's see what army lists we have. And like I said, mine's a little bit of a hodgepodge for this first battle report. When I get eventually the Flawless Blades, Lucius, and Fulgrim in and painted, it's gonna take some time. This is a hobby after all. I'll have a much better list. But let's see how they run. Just hodgepodge.
As OJ would say, to be fair.
To be fair, you got to give us some time.
I would say the same thing. This is kind of a hodgepodge. I don't know. I just threw what we had together. So
on the Necrons?
On the Necrons.
On the Necron side. All right, well, let's take a look at the army lists now, shall we? Here it is, guys. The Emperor's Children finally get their own codex, their own sort of faction rules. So I put together an army. I'm a little upset that I can't use some of my chariots and some of my other demons because the way to do them in the Emperor's Children, if you want to have the Slaanesh demons join you, you've got to pick the Carnival of Excess. So here is the Carnival of Excess detachment. So what I'm bringing is the 6 Noise Marines here, another 6 Noise Marines here. God, I love Noise Marines so much. A really cool sculpt. Though I really do like the heavy metal Noise Marines. I like the wackiness. I know everything's grim dark these days, but that old school Noise Marine miniature is so awesome that I'm having some custom Noise Marines being built right now to eventually replace these guys, to throw it back to the heavy metal and my love for heavy metal. And that goes in perfectly with one of my custom demons already. As you can see, I got a custom demon with heavy metal guitar, so that's going to be Demon Prince. We're going to count it with wings. Here are the Infractors, the new Infractors. I've got a unit of 10 Infractors and a unit of 10 Tormentors. This is from the Emperor's Children box, with the Lord Exultant right there in front to lead them. Another annoying thing is the Mauler Fiend. I really need more shooting, but apparently we're not allowed to have Forge Fiends. Ugh. So I'm going to take the Mauler Fiend. But we're definitely going to have some hitting power with the Keeper of Secrets. I want to buy a Shalaxi Hellbane, but as I have right now, I've got the Keeper of Secrets, so I'm going to see if the Keeper of Secrets is also a badass. I'm bringing 3 Fiends with me and 2 units of 10 Demonettes in each unit, and 1 enhancement which gives me the 3-up invulnerable save. I'm going to put it on my heavy metal guitar demon here. Alright, so that is the Carnival of Excess for the Emperor's Children. First time. Alright, let's try them out.
Alright guys, this is my Hyper Crypt Legion detachment of Necrons. We're running 1750 points. We have a Satan Shard of the Void Dragon right there in the middle, the big guy. We've got 2 Scorptech Lords right there in front of him. We have a Canoptic Reanimator right over here. And then we've got 1 Doomsday Ark in the back. We've got a Hex Mark Destroyer, which is a pretty cool guy. He's got a bunch of guns on him right there. And then we've got some Scorptech Destroyers right behind them. Next we have the Technomancer right there in the middle, with a couple of Scarab Swarms in front of him. We've got 1 unit of Necron Warriors right there, with 5 of them having Gauss Flayers and the other 5 having Gauss Reapers, which I think is going to work out pretty cool. We have 2 units of Immortals up in the front. We've got 2 units of Death Marks. We have 2 Crypto Thralls, 2 units of Crypto Thralls, and then 1 unit of Cryptech Wraiths. And lastly, we have the Triarch Stalker. That is my force.
Okay, here is the opening deployment for both the Necrons and the brand new Emperor's Children. So for the Emperor's Children, I have a squad of Fiends that are deployed right behind the new Infractors. So I've got, which I will actually now take my 6-inch Scout. No, that's before. Scouts. That's right now.
Yeah,
actually,
before we start.
That's the benefit of the Emperor's Children. They're very, very fast. They got a lot of scout. They got a lot of infiltrators, as you'll see here. I can also take another 6-inch scout move here and actually get on the objective. And right behind here, we've got our Noise Marines. I've got my Keeper of Secrets deployed in the middle of the board. Then I've got 6 more Noise Marines right here, ready to do battle. The Mauler Fiend was set up behind here, along with my custom demon, and that one does count as the demon with wings. Though maybe I should have picked the demon without wings. I'll look at that because I think they're actually the same price. But anyways, so they're hiding right behind there. And then I used the new Tormentors.
Okay.
So the Tormentors are the ones that actually have infiltrate. So I can pretty much deploy them anywhere. So I deployed them here thinking I was going to be clever. But our map doesn't have a whole lot of cover. So this is going to be a little bit of a problem. And then Jay just deployed all of his shit right there. He's got a lot of heavy hitters, including the Catan, pretty much his big boys over there. You got some Immortals here in the middle of the board, and then some of your other guys deployed on the edges, a big group of infantry right here on that right flank. So that is how it goes. Let's go ahead and see how this works out after turn 1. Let's see who actually gets turn 1. I think whoever gets turn 1, it's going to be important. If Jay gets turn 1, I'm going to hurt because he can set up, you know, some shooting. If I get turn 1, that's really going to please Slanesh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go, Fulgrim. Fulgrim, bless me, please. God damn it, Fulgrim!
I barely got a 3.
You kidding me? I already rolled off camera several times, and I rolled a bunch of 1s. So Fulgrim is mad.
He's asleep at the wheel.
That his troops have deployed without him. So he has forsaken the excess, the pleasures. Well, before we actually get into turn 1, let's get a really short word from our sponsors. Hey, we have our own custom dice with Baron of Dice. There you can see the AJ version. The links are going to be down below. You can either get yourself black and red, or you can go with the blue versions with satin that Jay uses. Okay. Well, Jay has won first turn, so let's get it underway, shall we?
All right, so after the Necrons, turn 1, I had my my race move up and around. They took some fire at these guys over here.
Yep.
And killed what, 2? 1 or 2?
Infractors, yeah.
Infractors.
You killed 3 infractors.
And then I had what's that guy?
The heat ray, yeah.
Yeah, the heat ray.
Both these, yeah. Go ahead.
Both the heat ray and my race did some fire on these guys right here.
Mm-hmm.
And then my regular troops moved up. These guys, my Immortals, took some pot shots over here.
Killed 1, I believe.
I think they killed 1, yeah.
Yep,
that's right.
1.
And then over here.
That's where most of the work was.
Yeah, this is where all the work was. So the Doomsday Cannon took out just about all of the
Noise Marines. We didn't even get to see him. We got one sad guy playing Careless Whisper on the saxophone by himself.
Ooh, 6 plus 1, 7 attacks.
Oh, Jesus.
Plus 1 because it's blast. So first roll, 3s are better. Oh my God. Look at all these. It's only half get through. These are devastating wounds. Everything. These 2 are devastating wounds, and they're 4 wounds each.
What is this? The Doomsday Cannon?
Yeah.
Oh my fucking God.
Dude, it could have been a lot worse.
Damn.
I only got half of what I could have had.
So you just 4 Marines are
4,
dead?
yeah, 4 are done.
All right, short game. Let's go. Re-rack.
All right.
Guess I should have saved my +1
actually,
to hit
that would have worked.
for Noise Marines, right?
Yeah, that would have been better. And then the Scarabs moved up.
Get up in near close.
The Destroyers right here. They came in and wiped out that, what was that?
An entire 10-man unit of Tormentors who had infiltrated really far up.
Yeah.
But because you put all your guys 9 inches behind this hill, they just came around. And this is your best close combat unit.
Yeah.
Just freaking wipe them.
Here we go. Oops. I can if I charged, I can re-roll all misses.
Those guys are some really, really strong close combat. More strong than the Emperor's Children. you caught our close combat unit out in the middle. This is as worse as it gets for the children.
All right, so these are
Think of the children, Jay.
these are lethal hits, and then you got 5 more at -2.
2 blocks, 3 go through.
Yeah, so six wounds.
2 on each of these.
Yep.
So 3 more Marines are down.
Yeah.
1 Marine left.
All right, now the leader.
Say whatever. 50.
All right, so 4 get through on this attack. -1, 1 damage each.
3 failures is enough to kill him.
Yeah.
Wow, unit wipe. That is well within the power of those Scorpic destroyers. I played them in combat patrol, and I know their power. They're really, really good. Jay is consolidating to grab the point for scoring in the future.
Right.
Yep.
And that is
A
Necron
really
turn
strong Necron turn 1. Here we go. At the end of Emperor's Children turn 1, we said we needed a really good turn. So we charged the fiends up and did jack shit. Took 3 damage in return, so they're just kind of wrestling each other, doing nothing. The Infractors rounded the corner and actually charged and made it, killed a few of them, and somehow survived with 1 man remaining. The Noise Marines were able to advance, and we forgot about the Emperor's Children army rule, which means when you advance, you can still fire. So that's what I did with the Noise Marines, put a bunch of fire into that unit. It was kind of disappointing, honestly, but who knows? Maybe I just didn't roll well enough. Now we can see full firepower Noise Marines. Let's rock!
Oh, yeah, you can see it from there.
Let's see what the Noise Marines will do.
Yeah, it has 2 of
2
those.
has Blast Masters. The rest have Sonic Blasters.
Yeah.
4 Sonic Blasters at 3 attacks each. 12 attacks with the Sonic Blaster, which ignores cover and hits on 3s, and strength 5 versus your toughness of lower. 3s and 3s, armor piercing 1. 1 more. I don't think I have any kind of sustained or anything like that, because the demons need to be near me to get those 6s to do something, and they're not. But I got 4 hits at armor piercing 1, 2 damage apiece.
Nope, 2 go down.
That is a shitty special rule. Unfortunately, Terrifying Crescendo sucks. Let's pour in 2 Blast Masters though into you. Let's use Varied Frequency. And that's going to give us 6 shots each. So this is the anti-infantry Blast Masters. So for another 12 dice, which is going to be 3s and 3s. Armor piercing 2. 3s. We lost more than half of our power right there. Only 2 shots. Armor piercing -2 this time.
Right, so 6s. Here we go. Nope. 2 more.
1 damage each. 2 more dead. Honestly, I'm disappointed with the firing of the Noise Marines. But I used Varied Frequency, you know, to try to do anti-infantry. I can go single frequency up to a tank at strength 10 for 3 damage. That's nice.
Oh, shit.
It's better to fire at Marines.
Yeah.
I gambled, and I had the Infractors make a charge and just barely got that charge on the Immortals, wiping that unit, led by the Lord Exultant. So we'll do the Dueling Sabers first. They're 4 attacks apiece. Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, 5s or something.
Okay, first 3s. 6s do something because of the Lord Exultant. Those are lethal hits, so those 3 go all the way through. Oh, these 4 go all the way through. And then 4s versus your
5s.
toughness of 5.
So
5s. Oh, I didn't even
nice.
need it. These guys got pissed. Why did my dice have to wake up now instead of then? So that's 10 fucking wounds at armor piercing -1.
That might get them all. Not bad.
Are you on an objective?
Yeah.
Then I re-roll. If
It's-
you're on an objective marker, I re-roll the wound roll completely. If that enemy unit is within range of an objective marker, you can re-roll the wound roll instead.
It's
Only
not gonna
one
matter.
more.
It's not gonna matter. Because I only saved 5. I had to save
Oh.
more than 5.
Okay. So the unit wipe?
Yeah.
Well, that was just from the dueling saber. Then there was one power saber,
Don't
and then
matter,
there
huh?
was the Lord Exalted. I'm just saying, you know, because for when we're cutting it in,
Oh,
and
yeah,
people
yeah.
are understanding the attack power of each of these units. We're going to capture that, so we're doing good on points here. I fell back with the one saxophone careless whisper guy and advanced and managed to make it to my back objective to hold that down. So he's actually doing something after all of his friends died. The right flank, or the left flank, we needed a major counterpunch. And we did so. I honestly thought I would have wiped the destroyers and the Lord, but I only got the destroyers killed. That Lord is, not only is he surprisingly resilient, he's actually a pretty good close combat fighter. Not quite at the level of taking on a Keeper and a Mauler Fiend, but I think he will surprise people on the table. I did a delaying action with my heavy metal Demon Prince, and he took 5 damage while doing 5 damage to the Katan. Each time I ended a charge move, I do give you some mortal wounds, so that's going to help. So for each D6 of my wounds, I have 10 wounds. If I roll a 4, you suffer 1 mortal wound. This is amazing. 4-ups, please. Let me get 10 4-ups.
Yeah. That'd be wicked.
Oh, I got 5 of the 10. 50%. That's pretty good. 5 mortal wounds on your guy. So how much health does he have?
12.
Okay, he's down to 7.
Yep.
Now his attacks, the strike 2s. And then 8 versus 11. 5s? 5s. Come on! Hit it, heavy metal! Let's go! God damn it!
Yeah.
Man, hitting 5s is fucking hard. So it was a wash. Only the Katan had feel no pain and only ended up doing 2 damage to him instead. So unfortunately, while he survived the hit back, he's probably going to die this next turn unless I'm able to do something miraculous for him. All right. Let's see how turn 2 Necrons turns out and see if we can weather this storm.
All right. After the Necrons turn 2, the race and the fiends are still slugging it out over here. Over here, the last 2 of the, what are those close combat guys?
Yeah, infractors.
Infractors.
Yeah,
they
they
got
died.
smoked. And then over here, we dropped in some
10 death marks.
10 death marks here and here, and they shot at these guys and missed everything.
Yeah.
Also, this Scorptech Lord tried to shoot at them and then tried to charge and missed.
Failed.
Over here, my Doom, the cannon,
Yeah.
was doing some work.
Major. You bastard! Killed all of my noise marines.
Wiped the noise marines in the middle. Shots.
All right, 1 CP to make it harder to hit him.
Okay. All right, D6 plus 1.
Uncanny reactions.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck. How do
So
you keep
7
rolling? That's 6.
Plus 1 because blast. So 8. Needing 4s. That's gonna help you.
Yeah, 8 shots needing 4s.
Ooh.
What? Jay, you really
7.
hate my noise marines.
7.
I didn't even really get to use
7.
them.
7. 2s.
Yeah.
Everything. -4, 4 each. So 7 dead. Blue blue.
God damn, you need 3 of those. All my noise marines, my wonderful guitar guys have been completely wiped this game. 12 of them and I never even really got to fire them but one time. I did get to fire them once, and they did really disappointingly into some infantry. But I do think that Noise Marines need to be in rhinos, driven around, hopping out only when the time is right, and then dumping their fire. That would be the strategy in the future.
And then the guy over here that dropped in, he killed the last Noise Marine over there to take that marker.
Killed that last Noise Marine.
Over here, finally, the Scorptech Lord finally dropped and was devoured by the Mauler Fiend right there. And still in a little pitched battle over here with the Demon Prince and the Satan. So that is all of turn 2. I think we're in an okay spot.
I think
not
the
in the greatest,
Necrons
but in an
are
okay spot.
Perhaps going to win. At the end of turn 2 for the Slanesh, I think I screwed the pooch, guys. The problem was I went all in on the Catan. I put my Keeper of Secrets, my Mauler, and my Demon with the guitar, and it resulted in 8 wounds because he was having everything, he was feel no paining everything, and that was a mistake. It was a distraction Carnifex, the classic 20-year-old strategy. I really should have put the Keeper of Secrets into, hell, pretty much everything into the Doom arc if I could have reached it, and just ignored the Catan. So that was basically a turn of waste. I put some demonettes there. I deep struck them, and I charged and succeeded against the Immortals, so that was the one good thing there. I had some demonettes over here, deep struck, charged, and put 4 wounds on that particular pistolier, but his strength of 5 is really tanking these demonettes, and they might lose.
Hexmark
over here, these guys are still wrestling. It's pathetic, but, you know.
They can kill each other.
Jay pretty much has the right flank locked up. I managed to kill those 5 death marks, then consolidate back onto the objective, even though I didn't really need to because those guys have sticky. But my army is pretty much kind of spent, and I think Jay just has more infantry and more toughness on that flank, and I can't do anything about this Catan. The Catan's probably going to fold the Mauler Fiend and team up with the Doom Arc to get rid of the Keeper of Secrets. So I honestly think it's perhaps over at this point, and I didn't score any secondaries on this turn either. So we'll let Jay hammer into me one more turn here. Jay turn 3, and I think that'll probably do us. Let's figure it out. Hitting on 2s, rolling like shit, and then wounding on 5s, rolling like shit. 1, 5, armor piercing 2.
Use of force. Got it safe.
A fucking 300-point Keeper of Secrets doesn't even hit as hard as like a Mauler Fiend, which is half the cost.
Yeah, the Mauler Fiends are nasty.
Like, what the fuck? The Keeper of Secrets is so disappointing, and that Catan is just worth 2 Keeper of Secrets. Even I don't even think 2 Keeper of Secrets could kill the Catan.
Yeah,
Keeper of ass, more
exactly.
like it.
Yeah.
All right,
Keeper
that is
missing boob.
concede an absolute crushing of the Emperor's Children. It was a fucking bloodbath, and I have. You know, I was so excited about the Emperor's Children. You know, it's a brand new army. However, I will admit, I feel like I am, you know, it was a hodgepodge, right? It's not an optimized list, but it shows you the Carnival of Excess, which is the only detachment of the 6 detachments that you can use demons in, I don't think is very good. The Keeper of Secrets, I don't think is good for 300 points. The Catan is so much better at that. And, you know, if I had brought Fulgrim and Lucius, maybe. and I would take a Fulgrim and Lucius over a Keeper of Secrets every time, and just never take Carnival of Excess. This is hugely depressing to me because the one detachment where I can use all my demons from the Demon Codex,
it stinks.
It stinks. And now I could have played better, and maybe deep striked a lot of the demons behind him. But the thing is, the synergy is keep the demons within 6 inches of non-demons, and they both get sustained hits on 6s. But that's not going to happen if you're utilizing deep strike.
Yeah.
And so it's almost at odds with itself. Then you're limited in the number of demons that you can take, even though there's only one detachment that can take the demons. So you're super limited. I don't like that. However, I will tell you, rapid evisceration.
That one looks cool.
Rhinos and land raiders, then dumping out, using the advance and then charge. Like, the Emperor's Children are going to be down your throat in a second.
Yeah.
I was playing Emperor's Children. Never play this way. You need Flawless Blades. You need Lucius. You need Fulgrim. And in fact, it's a shame because that's kind of how the World Eaters work. And that's kind of how Thousand Suns work, that they need their Primarch. They need Magus the Red. And they need Angron.
Yeah.
Ember's Children, I feel like, probably need Fulgrim. Maybe a little less so because you can get away with Lucius and use some of these other detachments, because these are some pretty cool detachments. I just have the wrong units. I was also a little disappointed by Noise Marines, but maybe I was going into my worst matchup. Jay's really good, and I wish he never played the Necrons, because he's really strong as the Necrons.
I like them.
And now I see why the Necrons are just so hard to kill. They have amazing shooting. They have excellent close combat, and it's like,
tough.
what the fuck do I have? And then you can't even kill them. Then they come back, and then the Catan, I literally can't do anything. So I wasted all 3 of my big boys against the Catan doing nothing. If instead I crashed all my shit into, if we played again, it would be closer, but I still think the Necrons have the edge. First time player with the Necrons versus first time player with
I would have definitely keep
Emperor.
the Mauler Fiend away from him.
Yeah.
And have him on this side of the table.
The Mauler Fiend away from
he would have done work
Catan.
over here. And then either you did right though by having the Demon Prince lock up the Catan, because he didn't do anywhere. He didn't go anywhere. And
that
he couldn't kill him, really.
That was my one smart play.
And then just have the Keeper of Secrets run around and kill everything else.
Yeah, but the thing is, the Keeper of Secrets is not that piece. The Shalaxi Hellbane is probably that piece.
Yeah, but they could still, they're more anti-infantry, I would think, so they can go through all these infantry and just mow
I
them
should have
down.
had that Keeper of Secrets over here and went
and
through
go this
all
way,
that.
or in the middle and go that way.
I'm not saying that it's impossible for Emperor's Children to win in this list versus your list, but I will feel I feel a little underpowered and underwhelmed.
And the way I see this
but just choose a different detachment. There's 5 other detachments, and I think rapid evisceration. I think utilizing the Flawless Blades with the one that you charge, a Peerless Bladesman. I'm excited. I think the Codex is well done, but I'm only 22 data sheets, and you remove the rest of my demons. I can't use the rest of my demons. I hope that the Chaos Codex Demons, the Chaos Demons Codex has not been removed from the game. I hope it's coming eventually, because that will help. But as far as using demons, Slanesh demons in Emperor's Children right now, I think it's underpowered. Unless you got a Shalaxi Hellbane.
Yeah.
Don't pick the Keeper of Secrets. The other 5 detachments are probably better than what I just did there. I think the Rhinos and Land Raiders.
I think that'd be cool.
Because my Noise Marines insta-die.
Yeah.
And they only got to fire once, and it was disappointing against Chaff. So if I had put them in Rhinos and chose different targets, now we've been talking.
Jumping out,
dumped out and then shot.
Yeah.
And then if I had a different detachment that didn't limit me with the demons, this and that, that helped the Noise Marines, now we're talking. So we will play again with the Emperor's Children. I have some custom Noise Marines being painted. I am definitely buying Fulgrim. I'm not giving up on the Emperor's Children because I know once I get Fulgrim and Lucius, and now that I've got a kind of a grip and try a different detachment, I really like the Emperor's Children.
How many points is Fulgrim?
Fulgrim, let's check. 385?
That's really...
Jesus.
That's not that
It's
bad.
crazy.
If he can do work.
If he can do work. But, yeah, the Keeper
is a lot of points,
I'm so disappointed. LVP is Keeper of Secrets. All right, guys.
Yeah.
Even though I got my ass kicked, and it was really bad for the Emperor's Children by the end of turn, not even half of turn 3, I want to play again, and I want to try a different detachment. So don't use this battle report as a measure of the Emperor's Children's success, though I think the demon combined with the children has issues.
I think in the on the tournament scene, the Necrons are pretty high tier.
Yeah, and they're high tier. Yeah, and it could have been this is a tough matchup.
Yeah,
because you had good armor, you had good sustainability.
Yeah,
with that Catan, you had good shooting. You had
you know what?
Close combat.
You know what? I didn't even use my detachment ability.
Right.
You know what?
And again, you're not doing CPs, so CP. And I couldn't really use in this detachment the Carnival of Excess. The only thing I found useful was uncanny reactions because I couldn't fire off the rest of it. This is really finesse. Carnival of Excess is so finesse.
My attachment ability is I pick stuff up and put it in reserves, and then they can deep strike again.
Yeah, and I have to pay CP for that.
Yeah.
But it only does it with like the demonettes.
I can't.
The demonettes are weak as hell.
Yeah.
Damn,
I can pick
man.
up to 4 units if I took up to 3 units.
So your shit is just better than mine on that.
And I didn't even use it, so.
I don't know about Carnival of Excess, guys. I'd have to replay with the instead of the keeper. Let me see the Shalaxi Hellbane right now. Shalaxi Hellbane has 2 more wounds than the Keeper of Secrets. Oh my god. Its psychic attacks are strength 9s instead of Keeper of Secrets strength 6.
There you go.
But its attacks are D6s instead of the consistent 6 and 9 on Keeper of Secrets. So it's a more consistent spellcaster with its psychic attacks, but Shalaxi can go crazy and they're strength 9s. And D3 damage instead of just a single damage. No, it's better in every way.
How many points is
And then the Shalaxi Hellbane. Actually, I could just count that as a Shalaxi Hellbane in the future.
Yeah.
Because the snapping.
It's just unnamed one of those.
The Soul Piercer has 6 attacks at strength 12 and D6 plus 2 damage each. Armor piercing 3. Nah, the Keeper of Secrets sucks. We always use the Shalaxi Hellbane.
What's the point difference though?
Shalaxi Hellbane is 390.
390. Oh shit. Yeah, that's 400 points. You get a Fulgrim in there. That's half your army.
A Fulgrim and a Shalaxi Hellbane. See, that's you can't really do Emperor's Children with the demon. Well, I mean, you can, but I don't know. I have to do some list building to make it work. I'm already excited to play again.
Yeah, Eplesh says her abilities are insane too. So
the Shalaxi Hellbane. I should have just done Shalaxi Hellbane. And then this would have been a better battle report, but what are you going to do? Okay, that's going to be it for this one. Thank you so much, and we will see you guys on the next Angry Joe Show. Bye, everybody.
Deuces.